She says that she's a scout, and she has these sort of daring raids in which she carries dispatches between famous generals, and she plays her part in the winning of the West. What we know, however, is rather different. We know that she travels with the army. She's never officially on the payroll, and she always is at the margins at the campfires as part of the storytelling tradition, but also she more typically is likely to have been a cook or a laundress, or what they call a camp follower, which is a prostitute. She's in the realm of the army, but she's not in the army. So we see her visually first in a photograph taken at French Creek in the Black Hills, where she's wearing a tunic, she's wearing trousers, she's lounging on a rock. She communicates a very different image of the female frontier in that encapsulation. The other thing about her military, service in inverted commas, is that that's the time when she starts to be talked about by diarists and around the campfires and such like. And that is the time when she acquires her name. And I guess this is the next part of the fuzzy story of truth and fakery in her world. She says in her autobiography that she's named Calamity Jane, heroine of the plains, by Captain Egan, who is a military officer that she supposedly saves during an ambush. There's a Nez Perce ambush on the cavalry unit, and he's about to be thrown from his horse, and she saves him and carries him to a nearby fort. And there, he's sort of recovering. He names her Calamity. Later on, he denied that this happened. So that's another complexity here. But she speaks frequently about this origin story of her name. Others, though, lay claim to have christened her. While Bill says, I called her Calamity. Journalists say they called her Calamity. Others say she was known as Calamity because trouble seemed to follow wherever she went. So yeah, there's sort of textured layers of folklore around even just her name itself and why she was called it and by whom. But that is the name by which she became known.